Alrighty, well, Fortnite Save the World had a massive update, and probably one of the better updates that we've gotten in I can't even say a while. Honestly, the last few updates that we've gotten have been really amazing. The Save the World development team and just in general, they've been amazing. They've come in, gave us new maps, hopefully a new modifier for the new Venture season, but new weapons. And honestly, yes, they've given us a little bit of bugs, and it takes a while for them to fix. However, in the end, they do fix them. So shout out to the Save the World development team. And I know technically they also work on BR and whatnot, but the people that do work on Save the World, you guys are appreciated no matter what. From me, I know a lot of other content creators do appreciate you guys, so just shout out to them. Otherwise, today we're going to be talking about the new melee weapon, which was not added in the game yet, but technically you can voucher it. It's called the Slicicle. This is a part of the holiday weapon set technically, because you have to get it. I believe it's going to be through the item shop. I'm pretty sure it's through the shop, but I could be wrong. We don't know exactly. Well, actually, I'm pretty sure you get it through the shop. Anyways, yeah, so Slicicle, pretty cool. I actually think I made mine Bright Core. Wait, I'm surprised. I thought I made mine Sunbeam. I'm actually not mad. Bright Core is really good, and I prefer that over Sunbeam. Interesting. I don't remember making a Bright Core. I thought I made a Sunbeam. Hey, the only difference between Bright Core and Sunbeam is Bright Core swings a little bit faster, I believe. So your attack speed is, 0.33. And then I think the original one with Sunbeam is like 0.37 or 0.4 something. But I could be wrong. I don't know the exact. But today, yeah, Slicicle. Let me talk about how I got it first, because people are probably thinking, hey, where's the weapon out? This does come out on the reset, which is the 21st, I believe. And then, yeah, so it'll come out then. But the way you get it early is going under the holiday weapons. Scroll all the way down, and right under Slicicle, you can actually research schematic for a weapon voucher. Now, I just save mine vouchers because I don't need them. And for this pure reason right here, it's just nice to have extra ones. So yeah, I have it. I've given it to a few people. Of course, you know, they're higher power level, and you know, they just want to try it, so it makes sense. Otherwise, yeah, we're gonna be using it today. I've already used it in past missions to test it out, and I've actually have a few clips that I used, or I like just to see if it was good, and it's actually decently good. So this weapon's actually locked to water, of course, since it is a water related or winter related weapon. So it makes sense that it's locked to water. But we're gonna be running double damage, attack speed, crit damage. Now the perks on it's very weird. You can't run double attack speed. It only has one attack speed on it. So that's why I'm running it. Attack speed's good in general, especially if you're using it with Paley Luna. And then the double damage, I feel like that's the best because there's movement speed, heavy attack, so it's nothing really crazy. And the only other one is damage to stun, staggered, frozen, or knockdown targets. You can do this frozen one, but the only reason why I'm not doing that is because enemies aren't as frozen as much as you would think with this weapon, considering the 6 perk, you know, freezes them and all. But yeah, I feel like the damage makes up for the fact that, you know, they're not as frozen as much. And then of course, just a crit damage. You can do another damage, but you really don't want to do that because you want that critical hit damage to be a little bit higher. So that's why we're running crit damage. It does have a crit rating instead of attack speed, but like I said, the attack speed's a little bit better when it comes to Paley Luna. So that's why we're running that. But yeah, 6 perks unique to the weapon. Every 8 hits causes a freeze around the character. This doesn't work on mist monsters or bosses. It makes sense. I don't know if the mist monster part is supposed to freeze them or not, but it'd be cool if they would. You know, most 6 perks usually work on mist monsters, but not bosses, of course. But I don't know. Hopefully it's intended to not do that, or hopefully it's not intended to do that. Yeah, there we go. Because it'd be nice to freeze a smasher, you know, on the 8th hit. And actually, fun fact, it's not actually the hitting an enemy 8 times, it's every 8 hits. So if you swing the weapon 7 times, walk up to like an enemy and just hit it, it freezes. So that's also something that's really cool. So you got to count your swings. And especially with the attack speed, it's a little bit harder, but yeah. Otherwise, to get into the loadout. So the loadout's actually very interesting. It's something that kind of on paper doesn't make sense, but at the same time, you know, most of these loadouts that I do don't. But of course, Paley Luna is going to be in lead because she adds 9% of your current health to melee weapon damage. So of course, we're going to be running Blast from the Past, gives us more health instead of shield. And then Saurian Hide, more armor, of course, because we're going to be up and close with a melee weapon. So we're going to be taking a little bit more damage, need that extra armor. And then Saurian Vigor. Now, this one's an interesting pick. I'm going to explain why, though, I'm running her, because most people don't run her because 2.125% of your max health every 5 seconds isn't a lot. But I've noticed whenever you're using this weapon, every single time you do freeze an enemy, there's about 3, 4, 5 seconds in between where you're swinging the melee weapon and you have time to heal. And you don't want to eat a coconut in the middle of that. You can use a coconut, but Vigor is just kind of a better replacement, and she does go with Blast from the Past, so it kind of works out. She fits in a way that's almost perfect, kind of like a shoe in the box kind of situation. You know, you find a shoe in a box. Yeah, my analogies are amazing. And then we're going to be running Assassination. Now, Assassination, it just gives you stacks and, you know, more melee weapon damage is nice. Monster Smash is also one that's kind of unique. You don't have to run her, but I like getting health back when I'm in lower health instead of having to, like, eat a coconut or going on a heal pad. I'll probably use heal pads in either way, but Monster Smash is good because you get life leech whenever you're lower health, and Paley Luna, you have to have more health in order to do more damage. And then, of course, Battle Beat. This is actually an interesting pick. I've learned, apparently, that it increases your melee attack speed when she is activated. So it's nice, you know, increased attack speed, especially with Paley Luna in lead, makes it worthwhile. It is a lot better than what you'd think. And it's just nice to have, you know, a little bit more attack speed. But yeah, that's the loadout that we're going to be running and the weapon that we're going to be using. I don't know what mission we're going to do exactly, but let's hop in. Let me showcase the weapon and just see how it does. Alrighty. So there is a sound bug in Save the World right now. I think it's in BR2. But yeah, we're just going to keep work with it. All right. So this is the weapon right here. Oh, gosh. Wow. I killed that pretty fast. I do want to try to get the 8th hit on an enemy here. Yeah. See, so you can freeze the enemies on the 8th hit. It's super cool, and it does a crazy amount of damage. I mean, it kind of reminds me of a mix of like the Spectral Blade, but like also the Corsair mixed with like, oh, what's that melee weapon called? I have it. I know I have it. Yeah, so it's like a mix of the Corsair and oh, why can't I think of it? I think it's like a Founder's weapon. Oh, I can't think of it. But if you know what I'm talking about, put it down in the comments. But I know it's mixed one of like those Founder weapons, and it's just kind of smooth. It's kind of nice. And that free 6 perk really, really does come in handy. I'm a little sad though that it doesn't work on like mist monsters. I feel like it would make sense if it did, because like stopping a smasher. But yet again, we got like floor freeze traps to do that. So like, you know, I'm not surprised that it doesn't work. But maybe they change it. Maybe it's not intended to do that, but I mean, doesn't matter either way. This weapon's still strong. Like, look at this group of enemies. Like, the free 6 perk doesn't even go off because I kill the enemies way too fast. Like it's insane. And then just the taker taking a little bit more damage, and then look, bam, finish them off. Group of enemies dead. I'm dead too. I'm gonna go find a encampment or a smasher, either or, and then we'll just test it out that way. All right, I found an encampment. Now I feel like this is the best way to showcase it, minus the mission, because an encampment is one of those things that you occasionally run into, and it's a big group of husks, and there's a lot of healers, a lot of shielders. So like, if I can showcase this weapon with an encampment and stay alive and still do fine, I think it works. And also mention, this mission is Exploding Death Bomb mixed with Healing Death Burst. So if this weapon can hold its ground while in this mission, I think it proves my point that this weapon can be used pretty much anywhere. Exploding Death Bomb, kind of hard to go against. Now, this is taking a little bit more time because it is Healing Death Burst, and there's a lot of shielders. Let me shoot a Xeon Bow real quick to get rid of these shielders, because shielders are a pain, because I can't really swing upwards. If I can, where's the shielders? Yeah, Healing Death Burst for you right there. Okay, I think we're good. Get rid of these lobbers so they don't do anything. Bam, there we go. Okay, now it's just me against the enemies. Now let me kill. Yeah, freeze enemies, kill it, get the life leech back. Let me jump up because Exploding Death Bomb, do this. It's a little harder, but you can see I'm freezing a decent amount of enemies. The Exploding Death Bombs definitely do a little bit more damage than I don't like. But gosh, there's enemy after enemy here. These aren't even part of the encampment. Let me just use this here. There we go. Yep. Yeah, there we go. It's taking longer because melee weapons on like Exploding Death Bomb, Healing Death Burst, and then when there's healers and whatnot, a little bit harder. But you can see it's doing damage. Like, I'm clearing out an encampment with like 3 groups of husks that were just standing nearby and still alive. I did use 2 healing pads and an adrenaline, but to be fair, you would use it too if, you know, it was an Exploding Death Bomb mission. But the freeze is actually nice. So every 8th hit, like, you can see, and you can hear it activate too, which is really nice too. Especially on like the pesky right husk. So, like, you can see. Oh, I'm about to die. Can I kill an enemy real quick? No. Okay, let me go back to my heal pads real quick. Let's see. There we go. Get my health back a little bit. Kill this enemy. Can I kill this enemy? Can I kill one of them at least? I wonder, does it freeze the ride husk? So let's see, that's 5. Yeah, I don't know if it'll freeze the ride huskies now that I look at it. I don't know if it's freezing the ride huskies. I wonder if it's because they have the shield. Dang, that thing is a staying there for a while. Or maybe I have to hit it? I don't know. I'm actually curious now because I don't think I've seen them. Oh, you can freeze them. Okay, so I wonder specifically if you have to hit them first or you have to be behind them in order for them to freeze. Maybe like the ride husky blocks the freeze. I don't know. A little interesting to see. Yeah, kind of annoying. Healing death burst is not fun at all, especially with the exploding death bomb, because you know you kill one enemy and everyone else is back alive. So, or back to full health. Yeah, see, full health, exploding death bomb, and then bam. Can I get this final husk? I can. Yeah, there we go. And encampment cleared. There we go. It took a little while, but I mean, it would take a little while if you were using, or if you were in a mission with healing death burst and exploding death bombs. Otherwise, there was a smasher, so I'm gonna go over to get the smasher real quick, show that against the weapon, and then we'll jump into the actual defense. Alrighty, so the smasher right here, like I said, this is a healing death burst mission, so we're just gonna go for the smasher and see how it goes. I'm not even gonna back up because I know I'll get stunned though, and then stop swinging. But you can see, so yeah, the freeze doesn't work on the smasher, but I think that was about, what, 6 swings before I fully killed the smasher for a 160 mission. That's not bad at all. I mean, most weapons would take multiple shots if you're using, like, or most melee weapons would take multiple swings or way more than that. So, I don't know. I kind of like it. So far, the weapon is very, it's impressing me. It's very impressive, really. But let's get in the actual mission, see how it can hold up, maybe against the mini boss. Let's just see how it goes. Alrighty, so the mission is started. Now, this is once again, I know I've said this plenty of times, but healing death burst, exploding death bomb mission, 160 quad atlas. So it's a little trapped out. We gotta trap out. It's actually kind of nice. The spawns I don't know what that noise is. The audio is very bugged out. I think my 6 perk is just constantly thinking it's being activated. I think that's what it is. Or I'm hearing other people's 6 perk being activated. Oh, I know what it is. It's my defenders being activated. Yeah, it's the defenders being activated. That's actually crazy. I'm going to unsummon because I'm going to lose my mind. Is it that? It has to be that, right? No, it's not. What's being activated then? Is it my traps? I don't know. But I'm losing my mind right now. It has to be traps or something. Okay, so let me turn down a little bit. I wanted the audio up, but with that 6 perk sound being activated, I'm going to lose my mind halfway through this mission. So, yeah, no, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. But yeah, as you can see, honestly, the new weapon is really good. I would probably say if you have a voucher, save it. Don't waste it. It comes out in like 5 days by the time this video is posted. Yeah, 4 days. So save your voucher. Definitely not worth vouchering unless, of course, there's, you have like a surplus of vouchers. Like I have 15 and at the time I had 16. So, of course I'm going to spend a voucher. So why not? But if you're new to the game and you just got your first voucher, I wouldn't say voucher this melee weapon, but it is a good melee weapon. They really kind of did a great job on the weapon. It's very balanced, I would have to say. I was thinking about the 8 or the 6 perk earlier about the 8 hits. And I was thinking it was a little bit too much. I felt like I felt like it was like too much, like not too little, but too much. I feel like 6 hits would be better. But I realized one swing, like one full swing around is 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So that means on the second swing or second wrap around, you're going to freeze an enemy, which is a crazy amount, I guess, if you look at it that way. So every second swing around, I don't know what you'd say, second swing, I guess, technically, but every 8th hit, which would be on the second time you're going through the cycle of swinging, you'll freeze enemies, which is really good. And especially in missions like where you need to stop enemies to get from getting the objective, this is like the perfect weapon, right? Because you can use like a vacuum tube bow, or you can use, like where it instantly gets rid of the enemies. But in fire missions, vacuum tube bows don't really do a lot because it's, locked to nature, right? So a weapon like this where you can freeze the enemies real quick is really good. So, the way something that I just thought of. So if you guys don't know, there's Brainstorm, which he freezes enemies whenever you put down a decoy after it breaks, right? This weapon ultimately is literally that, just better because you don't have to use an entire hero dedicated to that. You know what I mean? Like Brainstorm's the reason why I would say Brainstorm's such a useless hero is because you have to dedicate a slot to an ability that doesn't even do anything besides distract enemies, right? So you're already doing little amounts of like usefulness in that loadout. So like having a weapon like this is definitely a lot better. Dang, I already went through one. And like I said earlier, it doesn't free smashers, but you can see like it actually kills them. It holds against their own weight, you know, still does good. Oh, it's finding the enemies. There we go. There's so many traps. Beach said, I'm not spawn killing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is spawn killing, pal. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is definition of spawn killing, where you put traps over their spawn. But honestly, not bad though. I mean, like you can see, like I think I'm hitting for like 100,000 each swing. I don't know what the crit is. If I can see a number off the top of my head, what was that, 130,000, I think. 42,000, 160,000, 207,000. Yeah, so 207,000 for a crit, 177,000 for, yeah, so around 200,000 per swing, right? And then that's per crit. So as long as I'm critting, that's a decent amount of damage. And you swing about 5, well, I would say 4, right? Because that final swing is kind of like a death blow almost. Like it takes a little while to swing at that last one. But 4 swings, so 800,000 per rotation of swings, and then 1,000,000 damage combined for all of the swings together. So you're doing an insane amount of damage within that time frame of attack speed, like 1,000,000 damage for every single time. So that final swing is basically 1,000,000 damage. Now that's if I'm critting on every hit. If without crits, it's probably around like 700,000, but that's still a lot, right? I mean, like I'm guaranteed at least 1 crit since I think the crit chance is like 130 or 145. No, 185,000. So I'm almost guaranteed a that critical hit damage, right? So I'm almost guaranteed that. The hit chance is 20%. So I can do the math real quick. So that means there's a 0.5. I think okay, off the top of my head. Sometimes my math and Save the World is I'm trying to get better with it so I can, you know, actually get these numbers out and not like cap on anything. But basically, you have a decent amount of chance to crit, and when you do crit, it does a decent amount of damage. So you have a 20% chance to crit, and then when you do crit, you have a 185% chance to do that much more damage. So an 85% more damage, basically. I know the math is weird, and trust me, when I first started Save the World, doing math and Save the World was like, it was like trying to solve NASA's like space station question. I don't know, like how do we get into space? That's pretty much how it was for me. But once you understand perks and once you understand how it works, it gets better. Ooh, so this is tank, fire, shield breaker. I don't know if I'm gonna be doing anything because this is a fire weapon. So yeah, not a fire weapon. Wait, this is water. Wait, what I'm talking about? I don't know why I was thinking fire. It's a fire mission, but this. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's tank and it's building blocker. I'm not really doing a lot of damage. I am getting that health back before it actually takes any more damage for me, but I'm doing a decent amount for a tank. Right, and a shield breaker. I mean, I don't have shield, so shield breaker doesn't matter. But for a tank, soloing the mini boss is actually not that bad. Like, I feel like if like someone else grabbed the melee right now and helped me, we could probably kill this like twice as faster, which pun intended, because technically you would kill it twice as faster. But look at it, it's not that bad. I mean, I'm soloing it. I think there was a discharge in the beginning, but like, look at me. Yeah. See, look. Okay, so let's see. Oh, now it starts to move. Yeah, so you can see it's actually for a tank just on the melee. It's not that bad. Wait, that's kind of crazy. I'm kind of impressed by the weapon. I truly am. I think that's the first ever time in a long time whenever I did a video and I was soloing a mini boss and I felt like I knew I was going to kill the mini boss. Sometimes I get a little bit worried thinking that, oh, I don't know if I'm going to, be able to do it, but there I was confident. If I knew that my entire team was swinging this melee weapon against that, we would have won. Anyways, this is one of my longer videos, and I think it's just fair because like this weapon's super cool. I definitely recommend waiting to get the weapon when it does come out because vouchering a weapon is a whole different story. I would definitely say it's worth a voucher though. Like if you have the voucher, definitely spend it because it's actually kind of fun, but you wait a few days, you'll get it in the next update. So yeah, wait for it. Otherwise, that's it. Remember, subscribe down below if you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like it. And also use code Mattio-G shop. Support me, helps me. Otherwise, you guys have an amazing morning, afternoon, night, wherever you are. And I will see you guys in the next one.